I had a conversation with one of my friends on whether people have a soulmate and someone they're destined to be with for the rest of their lives, or whether or not they're compatible with many people out there. It's all just about finding the right one for you. It's neither a right or wrong question. What you believe is what you believe. What is wrong, and a lot of people out there make this mistake, is that people get to a point where they're comfortable. And so they date the highest value man or woman they can get, and they usually end up marrying that woman and being with that person for the rest of their lives. And in a lot of scenarios and cases, it doesn't usually end up super good for them, right? They settle when it comes to who they will be with for the rest of their lives. That's wrong, and you should never settle for anything in life, especially when it comes to love and who you're going to be with for the rest of your life. Going back to my question on whether I said whether you're compatible with a lot of people or whether you're destined to be with one person, I told my friend that I believe I'm compatible with many people out there and I'm a good match with many people. I have had good relationships in the past, and I've had many people that I've connected with. It just depended on whether I acted on that feeling and if that person was a good match for me in that situation. Because those relationships and those connections I made could have potentially been something greater, to the point where I spend the rest of my life with that one person. With that being said, I also told my friend that the more you work on yourself and the more you better yourself, the easier it is to find someone you'll have an amazing connection with and be very compatible with. These are amazing high value people who will be good matches for you. When you're young and you're a teenager or you're in your 20s, you tend to have wild dreams and a life you want to live after all of that hard work. But the problem is you're young and you haven't been around for that long, and you haven't gotten to where you want to be yet, right? Because you haven't had enough time to put in all that work to be at that life that you want to live. The fact is, I know I'm very compatible with a lot of amazing people out there, but until I work enough on myself and until I upgrade myself enough, I'm not going to get the opportunity to meet a lot of those people or even get the chance to be with them, just because I haven't worked on myself enough, because I wasn't successful enough at this point in my life. And that goes for anyone at any age. These amazing people that you're compatible with will always be there and ready to meet you once you get to that very successful point in your life. They will always be there waiting for you, no matter how old you are. What won't always be here is time. You're only young once, and time is ticking just as you're watching this video. That's just the reality of it. I know that I'm very compatible with a lot of people out there, and I also know that the clock is ticking on my young years. I know the clock is ticking on my young years, and I also know that those amazing people that I have the potential to be very compatible with will always be there no matter what. So do I think I'm too young to date at the age of 20 years old? Absolutely. I'm too young to date because in my life, I'm not at a state yet where I'm very successful to the point where I can easily meet these amazing people who I'm very compatible with. And if you're not at a state in your life where you're successful enough to easily meet those amazing people that you're compatible with, then I think you're too young to date as well. If you date before then, you're wasting a lot of your time and energy while the clock ticks. You need to date after you become successful and you've reached that state of where you're winning. If you put 100% of your energy into your success first, then you'll be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor while you're still young and date very amazing people that you're compatible with. And that is how your love life should be. I put 100% of my energy into things I'm passionate about, like having this YouTube and making amazing videos to help better all you amazing people out there, and it's turning into something even greater. Sometimes it's better to recognize that you're too young for a relationship and too young to experience an amazing one. And sometimes it's better just to accept that reality. You're young once, right? Knowing that you're only young once, you need to make a smart decision, and a decision you can live with for the rest of your life, and something that's going to allow you to live your best life with those amazing people and the ones you're compatible with. These compatible people will always be there waiting to meet you, but they're only there because they realize they're only young once and they need to put 100% of their energy into themselves first too. You'll meet them eventually after you meet your success at a young age. Don't worry. Go ahead and leave a like down below. Go ahead and comment what you think on this topic, and comment on whether or not you think teenagers and people in their 20s are too young to date. And if not, then what age should they date at, right? Or when are they ready to date in their lives? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already and want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. And other than that, be safe.